Okay, so do you remember the microwave, the Toshiba, I think it was, that I repaired just a few days ago that had a defective switch? I'll try to post a link right here. Maybe, I don't know, might be on that side. I think it's going to be on this side to the repair of that microwave. Anyhow, I determined that this switch was defective. And so I can prove that by just simply sticking my ohm meter in here. I have it on the beeper mode, as you can see right there, and it shows mostly continuity, a few ohms, but it's not really going over, what, 30, 35 ohms? We could actually put this in the min-max range. And so we have it in the max mode now. And so 41.2 ohms is as far as it goes, and it never clicks. So I thought I would go ahead and just pop this guy open if I can and see what might be inside. Let me enable the macro zoom. We'll get you really good and zoomed in up there so you can't see anything and it'll be all out of focus and everything. So one moment. Okay, well there it is. Macro zoom enabled. Yu-Yang, I think is how you would pronounce that. Y-U-Y-A-N-G, like Yu-Yang. And then we showed this on the last video of the microwave repair. There is the nomenclature on the switch. I'm just wondering if this thing will actually open up somewhat peacefully. It looks like I could pry in that little tiny gap right there. Of course, this screwdriver is probably way too big to get in there. And oh, maybe not. It's actually doing something. Trying to do this on camera. I'm watching the monitor to make sure that you can see what I'm seeing. I heard a couple clicks. That might be a good sign. It might be the end of the line. I'm not sure. Okay, got it open. Hopefully you can see what's going on in here. Oh, yeah, it's toasted. That's the problem. Look at that. It appears that they may have made this part just a little bit lighter than it should have been, and it looks like it has melted. And so when you push that down, it should cause these two contacts to separate like that, but it's not. And so that is the defect in this switch. Now keep in mind this is a I believe 1100 watt microwave, which is going to pull about, I don't know, 12 to 15 amps out of the AC input. And yeah, when I push that, this thing should snap open like that. But obviously it is not snapping open. It is cleaning the contacts. You can see it moving a little bit right there. If I kept doing this long enough, it would have a very good contact. But yeah, I just thought I'd go ahead and pop this open. E22 down in there somewhere. It looks like this point right here has become melted, because I think that is the common that connects this bus. Look how much shinier I can make it just by scraping it. Yeah, that thing's been really hot. I wonder, since we're doing this, let's take the plunger out maybe. Here's the plunger. I'm not sure if that's normal to be black like that. Might have just got really super duper hot. What about the spring? Will the spring release? Yes, the spring will actually release. So I'm thinking I can pop these contacts all the way out like that. Yeah, that guy's seen a day and a half of use. No doubt about that. What about this contact? It's much beefier and much larger and much more melted into place. Possibly, if I can get in here and maybe lift it partially up. Yeah, it's melted into place. All right. Okay, well, rapid disassembly just happened. So yeah. Okay, hopefully I can find, there it is. Yeah, there's the problem right there. It looks like it arced through These points right here appear to be what makes contact with this piece that you can almost see on camera right there. And it looks like it just arced its way through. There's the other contact. No, that hasn't been warm at all. No, that blue, the rainbow color, that's totally normal in one of these switches. So anyhow, there it is, the failure point of the Toshiba microwave oven. Let's zoom out a little bit. It'll defocus and then refocus, hopefully, once I get to here. But anyhow, that is what is inside that switch. It's toast, literally toast. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember, with your help, we can try to keep these things out of the landfill, out of the recycle bin, and out of the e-waste facility. Everyone have a great day. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye. Oh, I thought to myself, not so fast. So I've got this other switch. It's a good switch. You can tell by the clicky clack that it makes. What if I try to pry this thing apart? Can I get it open? Maybe, maybe not. This one looks like it's going to come apart quite nicely. Of course, we're going to lose the spring of a thing in the process. Nope, don't want to lose that contact. Okay, there's the inside of that guy. This is what should happen. This does look like it might be a slightly higher quality switch. But that is what should happen. That's the click sound that you hear. This one's been a little bit warm as well. I think this is a used switch, probably out of another microwave, if I had to guess. But that is what should happen. When you push it down, it should get to the point and make the contact, and then due to the hysteresis of the switch and the spring and everything, it breaks the contact. What I'm concerned about would be this pivot point right there. It looks like it's all silver plated, so it should be okay. There's the spring in this one as opposed to the little spring that went right here on the other one. Well, looks like they just used cheap Chinese garbage. This one looks like a much higher quality switch, so I'm not sure which one I put in the microwave. Once again, over here in that corner right there should be a link in the beginning of the video as to the repair on the microwave oven. All right, once again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.